the year, but even beyond that. I am a little too excited. I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna hand it off to my best friend here at HSN, Tyree. Can I give you a hug?
Making something beautiful gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment that really no other pastime can. Whether it's card making or woodworking even, we all have inside of us the ability to make things and do things and produce things. And crafting is just about bringing that out. People love that satisfaction of making things. It's very important that you can achieve what I can achieve, and I make it easy for you to do that. I don't remember a time when I wasn't crafting. I don't know anything different but to craft.
Welcome into HSN. Welcome to our craft event. That's right, the full hour. I'll be here with Anna Griffin. If you want to connect with me on social media, it's Ty Mayberry HSN over on Instagram. I want to welcome everybody in. If you are an expert crafter, come on in. You know how fun these days can be. Maybe you are a beginner crafter. You're looking for something maybe to start off with, or maybe you just tuned on and you're looking for a new hobby, what I call crafting curious. Come on in. One thing I want to let you know is no matter how many crafting items you put in your shopping bag at hsn.com, the most you will pay in shipping and handling is $7.50. That is it. Once you reach $7.50 in your shipping and handling, you don't have to worry about shipping and handling fees anymore. You just keep clicking and putting them in your shopping bag. So we got a lot coming up this hour. A couple of things special are happening. Not only is a lot of what you're going to see in this hour with Anna brand new, but you're going to see some items later that previously you could only get at her Crop at Home event. So if you couldn't make it to that event a couple of weeks ago, you have an opportunity to pick those items up. Those are coming up a little later in the show. But let's start off. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about the men in our lives a little bit. Let's talk about dad. Let's talk about the brothers in our lives, the sons in our lives. Let's talk about those who love to be outside barbecuing. What about that card? What about a card that says, I love you? What about a card that says, let's have some fun? Let's go outside. Take a look at what you can make here with this set. This is the 3D barbecue scene dies. You're getting a set of 14 dies with your grill, the grill lid, the cooler, and the drinks, and you've got your spatula and your picnic table here. Look how fun this is. Is this for Dad's birthday? Is this for Father's Day? Maybe this is your 4th of July invitation card that you're going to make this year. $34.95. It is brand new here, and joining us via our Teams connection, Anna Griffin is here. Anna, thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll have Anna with us the entire hour. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ty. It's you know, we're just ramping up for summer with all of our crafting, and this adorable little scenes die set is the perfect thing for those of you that love to craft.
Yeah, it is great. And I love how specific it is. And when you talk about summer and spring, that's what we talk about, grilling, being out there, having that. And then the dimension that you give us with it and the different kind of combinations you can make with it. Maybe it's just for that grilling party, but also maybe it's Father's Day, maybe it's Dad out by the grill. Take a look at what Anna has there, some of our finished products that you can make with this grill set.
Well, what we've done is that so for more than 30 years now, I have designed amazing products for the paper crafting and social expressions industries, and so greeting cards are our thing. And we know that when we this time of year, it's really important to talk about Dad and the cards that we craft for him, or our uncles and brothers and all of the people that really enjoy hearing from us as crafters. I think that's the most important thing, is that as that designer for 30 years, I've made flowers and more flowers and pattern paper and all these things. And this day and for this event, we have created all the things for the men in your life. And so down to what it might be like to having a picnic, you know, at the beach, and you have a little cooler and all the things where this is a 3D die set. We actually give you the 14 different dies to create the barbecue and the experience of being outside. And what's so nice about that is I'm just going to start off with like our Impress Elite machine, and that this is the 3D die. It's going to engrave and emboss and die cut, meaning it's doing 3 different things to the paper when it goes through the machine. Now, when we're doing this for the first time, you might be thinking, okay, do I need a new die cutting machine, maybe. But here's what's so fun and effortless about it. You see how we're creating the shadow layers for the grill. And this one is in red, which is really fun. So you see we have even the wheels are red and everything about that is perfect, realistic detail. And it's got the lid. So all you're doing from here is you're decorating with more paper. So cutting it out of different colors of cardstock, create the top of the grill if you wanted to, create the lid so that it looks realistic. And then what we've done, I think this is really kind of fun, where we've included the oven mitt, which I'm going to put over the bicycle here, and the spatula and the tongs and everything that you might need and want if you were creating something for that backyard barbecue, or something like you said, Ty, a 4th of July celebration, right? Dad's got his favorite tools, right? And we can customize these cards so that it looks like what's happening in your backyard, down to the burger or the sandwich or whatever it is that you want to create. You see how we've got that little old-fashioned cooler, and then there's libations and all the things. So I'm thinking that this is an adorable set for those of you that are thinking about these things that we're going to be doing next, right? We've got the Memorial Day holiday coming up. We've got so many ways to celebrate. And we can do that with wine and coolers and all with the 14 dies.
And I love how you're just creating such a scene. You give us all the pieces to create a scene, to give us that kind of depth, and nothing says summertime like the grill and the picnic table. And I like too, maybe you just use the grill, maybe use all pieces, a couple of pieces, maybe just that picnic table. What is it? What event are you going to this summer? Maybe it's that graduation party you're throwing where everybody's going to come over and grill. You're going to throw some burgers and some steaks on the grill. This is something too, Anna, that I imagine a lot of people don't have something like this currently in their crafting room. It is so unique and specific. $34.95, brand new today. Everybody jump in. Got less than 2 minutes left in this presentation here. Again, you're getting 14 dies, something specific, something that says summer. Maybe it is for dad, maybe it is for brother, maybe it is for uncle, but maybe it's just for that summer party that you want to have that grill. And it's so fun to watch you, Anna, create this scene right in front of us, a scene that we all kind of love and we all can relate to.
Yeah, right. And what would be in your cooler, Ty? What do you like to barbecue the most?
Oh, I love a skirt steak. There's a couple reasons why I love a skirt steak. It's because you can barbecue it in about 5 minutes, 2 minutes on each side, let it cool for a minute, and then you eat it. That's what I love.
Exactly.
I love grilling a good skirt steak. My kid, I love to make sliders for the kids. And then in the cooler, we've got the kids' drinks, and then we've got dad's drinks. And we know the difference between the two there, to make sure everything at your party grilling. I just love this set. It's so fun, and it just says summer.
I think, and think about this. There are lots of people watching that, love to camp, right? You're going camping.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Look, wouldn't this is a combination of our Christmas tree dies and the new barbecue scenes. I love the effect that it creates. And this is that scene, right? That we've given you all of the pieces and parts where you can tailor the scene to the recipient of the card. And we do that so beautifully, giving you something in good taste, easy to understand, easy to use, and then you're just creating a composition with your favorite colors and your favorite papers.
Yes, that's beautiful. $34.95 here. You can be one of the first. If you don't have something like this in your collection currently in your crafting room, now is the time to pick it up here on our crafting day. I love that. And again, if you just wanted to use, make a couple of those picnic tables, maybe you do. It's a family who loves to go camping. That would be fantastic. And then, of course, your cooler as well. You see it right there, $34.95. Remember, in your shopping bag at hsn.com, the most you will pay in shipping and handling is going to be $7.50. Once you reach $7.50, that is it. So put all of those crafting items into your crafting bag today. Day. Okay, let's continue for a second. Let's talk about Father's Day coming up. Let's talk about maybe it is your son is graduating. Maybe it is for dad. Take a look at these sentiments here. These are rub-on transfers, but these are sentiments for the man in your life. Look at that. For a fabulous man, dad, you rock. World's best father, you rock, son. Specifically for son, for dad, for husband, maybe it's for brother. You are my special man. Dad, you are one to measure up to you. Take a look at that, all of these sentiments that you're getting. 128, and you've got your little storage folio here. But again, in that beautiful kind of classic, almost vintage look style, have something specific for that man in your life. And Anna, with Father's Day coming up very quickly, again, these sentiments, honestly, I have to say, which I've been doing crafting here for 5 years, I don't normally see this. You don't see it specifically for that man in your life.
All right, this is the first time that we've done sentiment rub-ons for him. And what's so nice about it is that we have added no less than like 15 different typefaces, and these are all miniature little works of art. So if you love graphic design, you love having, I'm just going to put this there. If you love having the right words, you'll never be at a loss for words for these with these rub-ons, so that they work for the front of the card, they work for the inside of the card, and the coloration. So we have a dark red, we have dark navy, and a dark green that's combined, as you see with each one of these. Now, what's unique about our rub-on transfers is the quality of the rub-on transfer, and I'm just going to show you on the back of the sheets. Like, this is like a wax paper release sheet, and the artwork is printed in an opaque white, so that when you rub this onto the surface of your choice, the fonts and all still shows up over dark paper. So like here, we've rubbed it onto vellum, you shine like a star. We've rubbed it onto a printed piece of cardstock, and it looks like it's been printed. Thank you for being the anchor that grounds me. So these are sentiments that you're going to use. There's a masculine color palette, and we do talk about husbands and sons and so on, but you could use these for, I mean, maybe there are people in your life, you are the ink to my pen. You know, I think that's really, really fun. And, you know, as you dig through the 128 different ones, you're going, oh, wow, I want to use those. So this is how it works. You cut it off the sheet and you put it on. This is, you know, a solid piece of printed cardstock. I'm going to transfer the design with my impress machine and a die. And it looks like, right, looks like I'm just going to cut it. But what's going to happen is that the even pressure of the machine, the die cutting machine, it flawlessly transfers rub-ons. It's going to give us, I'm also die cutting, right, at the same time. You remove that cover, and so now it looks like it's been printed. And I think that that's what's really unique about having a high quality rub-on experience versus the ones that were made so long ago that were not so great, right? And so they got a bad rap. But we re-engineered all of the things that we have done in this conversation. All right, we have to have the suit on the outside of this. All right, a dad like you is always in style, and isn't that something? Like, I would love to have sent this to my dad. That's a perfect card for him. Little vintage, a little you know, a little retro, and this is how it works when you are, like, if you were starting out with let's say a sentiment for your brother or your uncle, and you want to say Happy Father's Day, or okay, this one's to the best dad. You cut this off of the sheet, and then it's got a tackiness, a low tack to the back of it. So when you let it down, it's not going to move very easily. I'm using a bone folder to transfer it. So Happy Father's Day, the best dad ever. My biggest hero. This is right on the face of our gold metallic cardstock. That I think is really lovely. And of course, we're going to put some dogs on this card, and we have some flowers. How adorable. Of course we have flowers.
Of course.
Right, but my biggest hero. So you can use your impress machine, you can use a bone folder, you can use a butter knife to transfer these, and you can go over Everything from vellum to cardstock to matte foil to shimmer cardstock, solid cardstocks, and it's all going to look like it's been printed. And so always be by my side and forever in my heart. Isn't that lovely? There you go. You are my soulmate. You are my everything. Who do we need to say something like this to? Right? These are the putting. I like to say I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I do. I do this with this particular product, and that's right, to one great guy. This is the part where we really want to step it up.
Right.
It's no longer okay to just say happy birthday. Right? You rock, son. Right? There we go. You shine like a star.
Look at
so
getting,
you have to,
128 sentiments, $34.95. I love these. Look, us guys like a homemade card too. Us guys want that sweet gift as well. Dads love that as well. Your son would love that. Your brother would love that. And you take a look, some of these are very specific. Some of these you could use for any occasion. Again, it's those kind of masculine colors. It's a combinations of fonts and combinations of artwork. You're getting so much in this for $34.95 for that man in your life. Have something specific. You're getting a great look at it right there at 908-725. That is for the man in your life. All right, we're going to keep it moving. We have a lot to show you here from Anna Griffin. We're going to roll one. I think we're going to roll one in here. This item that we're talking about next, I mentioned earlier, if you were unable to make Anna's event, her Crop at Home event, and you know some of those items you can only get at that Crop at Home event, well, you're getting an opportunity to pick this up today, and this is one of those items, and this is the mega bundle. I want you to take a look at everything you're getting and take a listen, because I'm going to tell you what you are getting today. Again, this is brand new. This is over 300 pieces. You're getting 12 sheets of the matte foil cardstock, 32 sheets of the 12 by 12 cardstock in that beautiful Anna Griffin signature style, 6 envelopes, 24 die cut, 12-inch borders, 8 cards, 90 flat embellishments, 60 foil embellishments, 12 journal tags, 8 sentiment stickers, 32 photo mats, 8 sentiment inserts, 14 title stickers, and your pouch in these beautiful colors that you can get no place else if you weren't at the event, but now you're getting an opportunity to get it here today at $79.95. Once you reach $7.50 in your shopping bag of shipping and handling, that's as much as you will pay for shipping and handling. So now is your opportunity. Anna, this is very special that we're getting an opportunity to pick this up today.
It is. You know, one of the things that is so incredible about our events that we do twice a year, it's incomparable experience. And this pouch was one of 4 pouches that came in our event ticket box. And this particular collection was designed just for the event. And that's what you were so right. You can't get this outside of that. Now, the math on what you just said is 307 pieces of paper, cards, embellishments, 150 embellishments just by themselves. And if you're a paper crafter, having this kind of incredible abundance, this is like, to me, this is an abundant thing, you can actually work through months worth of projects, right? So we have pre-printed beautiful cards. You're getting different designs on the cards. You're getting incredibly uplifting card sentiment inserts that go inside. You're getting oversized A8 envelopes for that experience. And then we also give you, this is what's so fun, is that these are card layers because they're also photo mats for scrapbooking. They're double-sided, they are patterned, they're ready to be die cut or embossed, and then you're getting titling stickers. So if you love to scrapbook, you have titles, you have embellishments, and this is a tiny little sampling of the 150 embellishments that you're getting. But this is what I think is so unique about what we do in something called an ultimate paper crafting collection, is that 12 sheets of matte foil cardstock that are 8 by 12. that is this is something we sell separately, and
Right.
because for good reason. And so it's all here in this. With these are border stickers, there's way more than this. And then this is that 12 by 12 cardstock, beautifully designed in vintage botanical patterns in our signature perfect palette. And it's going to go with everything in your craft room because it is antique vintage botanicals.
Yes.
Now, I'm just going to show you how incredible
Yeah.
it is to make something. So I'm going to make 2 cards at a time. And so if you love making cards, then you really want to pay attention to like how we're using die cutting. So this is the card surface. These are the embellishments in the set. So are these. This die came separately, and so did this one. But as you're building and you're creating with this, right? So we're just going from the bottom up, and I think assembling something where you've got incredibly coordinated colors, sentiments, ribbons, you're adding this. Believe in miracles. May your dreams blossom. And this is what we did for 3 days. We spent a lot of time on self-love through self-reflection. And that's how each one of the projects that we made in the event, it was put in the lives of another. And so we're talking about thousands of incredibly talented crafters joining me and my team to make things with this collection like we have never done before.
Yeah.
And so here is your opportunity to have a little piece of that, right? And to re-experience it. If you did join us and you're like, oh yeah, wow, yeah, we made this and we've got skills that we'll use from now on. We made incredible layouts and cards and you name it, we did it, Ty.
Beautiful. Or maybe gifting to someone who maybe couldn't make the event, wasn't there at the event, wanted to be at the event. This would be a great gift for them. At $79.95, this is that mega bundle. You've got your floral themed embellishments with your coordinating papers and your cardstock in that signature Anna Griffin design. And the only other place to get this previous to this was at that event. $79.95. And take a look how everything coordinates back. And it's just that beautiful vintage botanical design. At $79.95, this is huge of what you're getting. The size of this bundle with the borders, with the cards, with the cardstock and everything, and the sentiments as well. $79.95. We have a few minutes remaining here, and I told you that's what's going to be special about this hour. You're going to see some items that you weren't able to get unless you were at the event. So if you're tuning in today, welcome in everybody. I'm so glad you're here. With a couple of minutes left, we're going to go back to Anna and watch her kind of create here. Maybe this is the first time that you're joining us on a crafting day. This is what's so fun about a crafting day is we get to sit here and we get to watch Anna actually create with this set right in front of us.
So what's remarkable about what we've done, so we design everything, right? This is not an off-the-shelf experience. This is handcrafted, every border, every detail. The cards are included in this Ultimate Paper Crafting Collection, the borders, the embellishments, the solid papers, the beautiful card layers. And there we go. Once again, grow through what you go through. And then faith does not make things easy, it makes them possible. And I think that that's really what we're all about, and that is creating connection with another through creativity, right? Beauty and strength come from within. And these are the things that I spend a great deal of time not only showing you how, but I want you to feel. I want you to have the experience of creativity. I want you to get that incredible sense of accomplishment when you've made something like this. That's where, like, we put the heart in crafting, and we do that with a beautiful, beautiful paper crafting collection like this, and we do it where we are preserving these memories for generations. We are doing something that, right, I think that's really important because, you know, it's not just about the latest tool or greatest, you know, paper collection. It's really about getting in there and being part of people's lives, right? Creating those incredible memories together And then I love the way the collection goes together. Like these are the card layers just laid out on a 12 by 12. So there's so many in the set. There's 307 pieces of paper crafting for you to create something that is truly one of a kind, something that is truly something that would make someone laugh, right? Maybe today is not the best day for people. You send them a card, and we're talking about laughter. We're talking about really experiencing love through a card or a hug. I like to say that, have you ever had a card that's like, it's like a hug?
It is.
This is what we're doing. And I think that having all these beautiful old world engravings and 4-color florals and these signature Anna Griffin patterns all in one place, there's just nothing like it.
And this set that allows you to be creative, that allows you, as Anna said, create something one of a kind, to give a gift that is one of a kind. Not only is the card the gift, but maybe the experience of making the card was the gift. Maybe you are going to do this with your granddaughter or your daughter or mom or grandpa, and you guys are going to sit around and you guys are going to make these cards together and create that memory of something that you can hold in your hands, something you can have forever. And this is a beautiful set for you to be able to do that for yourself, for friends, and for family. Your item number is 908-710, $79.95 for this mega bundle set that you are getting right here. Also think about possibly giving this set as a gift as well. $79.95 right there. One more I want to add before we head off to break. I do want to add on, you can add on the antique botanical embellishments as well. This would match back really well. I only have about a minute to mention this because I think we only have about 200 of these remaining. I would jump in and grab these as well. $29.95. I believe Anna has some for us to see right there. Only a couple of minutes, Anna, we're down to 200 of these.
So what's great, this is 80 3D stickers. So if you just picked up that paper crafting collection, all of these images in that are die cut, so they're flat. These are the 2D versions, 2 layers of cardstock. And so you're getting 80 beautiful embellishments. Not only are you getting the 4-color flowers and the engravings, you're also getting 2-layer gold foil embellishments. And so what happens is that you just turn it over. It's a giant sticker. It is 2 pieces of cardstock. You're just peeling away the backing, and then you are adding it to the surface of your choice. And having 80 of these allows you to be really opulent, being able to like put more than 1 or 2 flowers on a project, because really, we don't have to hoard it. We don't have to hold it. We can use it because we have enough. And that's what's really fun with this brand new sticker set.
And if you take a look at these and the detail and the color in each of these, if you're following along at hsn.com, following along and taking a close look at all of these, 908-747, a great companion piece for that ultimate set that we just showed you as well, would go back beautifully. $29.95. There's a great shot of everything that you're getting. 80 of the 3D embellishment stickers, 2 each in 40 designs. You can see all those in a variety of colors. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to let you catch up. We're going to let us catch up with all the orders coming in today. But before we do, as you're at hsn.com searching Anna Griffin, picking up all of your Anna Griffin crafting items, I want to tell you about a secret sale. All you have to do is type in these 2 words. This is your code word, Craft Happy. If you type in Craft Happy, as you see right there on your screen in your search window, it'll pop up a secret sale that only those of you with that code phrase Craft Happy will be able to see here on our crafting day. Up to 40% off on some crafting items, because we can't show you everything on air. We don't have time to show you everything. There's so much more at hsn.com, so use Craft Happy to see your secret sale there. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're coming right back with more from Anna Griffin.
The stars are aligning on QVC Plus and HSN Plus for season 2 of my late night talk show, Busy This Week, hosted by me, Busy Phillips.
And me, Casey St. Ange.
Join us May 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern as we get down to earth with some of today's most shining stars.
And shop fab finds that you won't believe.
Your Wednesday nights just got a whole lot brighter with QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit qvcplus.com to start streaming now.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Sign up for When to Watch emails and we'll let you know when they'll be live on air. Simply go to your HSN account to update your communication preferences and select your favorite brands. Or sign up directly at the bottom of a product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN. Customize your shopping experience with When to Watch emails today.
My name is Stacy. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I have been loving watching Anna Griffin on HSN for the past 15 years. Anna, your creativity and your products are top-notch, and we love you. Happy anniversary!
Hi, I'm Marie Fix from Northern California, and I've been watching Anna for the last 15 years on HSN. And I want to say happy anniversary, Anna, and I'm looking forward to this next year.
Sweet. Some of our Griffinites there. How lovely. Anna, you are so loved. You are so loved by all of our crafters out there. How nice was that?
That was wonderful. Thanks for the surprise. We're going to just celebrate all year long, right, Ty?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to move right on and keep celebrating. What we're doing something special for you today. If you missed the top of the show, if you were unable to make Anna's event that was a couple of weekends ago, I know a lot of you wanted to be there. Maybe you couldn't make it. We're giving you an opportunity to pick up some of those items that you would have gotten there at the event, which is the only place for you to get those. Well, and this is one of those items. This is the Crop at Home 5, the border dies. It is a set of 6, and previously the only place to get these was at Anna's event a couple of weekends ago. Take a look. You're getting 3 different patterns. It is 6 dies. You're getting that floral pattern, kind of that diamond pattern, the geometrical shape pattern. There's just so much you can do with the borders and how you use them and where you place them at $34.95. Anna, we only have about 300 of these remaining. These are going to go very fast.
Well, what's so great about these, Ty, is that, you know, that it's an investment, right? Mm-hmm. A 12-inch border die alone is something of a rarity, but to have 12-inch border dies that are the 3D technology that we exclusively offer is that you're engraving, embossing, and die cutting a geometric pattern, a harlequin pattern, and then a beautiful rose and swag pattern. And they each have the shadow dies with them. They are going to, I want you to see up close what I mean about that engraving. This is the kind of detail that really it takes some serious engineering to have happen. So with this, I'm just going to show you, like, we're going to go from a plain piece of cardstock, so that really pretty matte foil in the gold, and this is our 13-inch plate system. It's going to cut this border, and it's going to emboss it. It's going to do all the things that you want it to do, right? Like normal dies, they just cut, right? Mm-hmm. Some of them cut and emboss, but none of them do what these do, which is they engrave, cut, and emboss. And the fact that they're 3D, they release, right? They instantly release from the die. So you're able to create with precision. And with each one of these, a 12-inch border is so easily interpreted into, say, a 7-inch card, right? If you cut it at 7 inches, you have a full length and width of the card, so a 7 and a 5. These borders, they work so beautifully with our designs for all of our paper crafting collections. So if your style is something, you know, a little different, right, where maybe you want it to be more modern, right? I tend to to skew very floral. And you see, that was an understatement. Here we go. So we have that harlequin sort of on either side, so 7 inches. So we'd have had to cut that border twice. And here's the floral border, also backed with the floral borders from the Ultimate Paper Crafting collection that we just saw. And then now this is the border out of vellum. Okay, so you see, like we are doing what we do best, which is layer on layer and beautiful things. Now you don't have to do any of that. One of these would have been perfectly gorgeous. For in every woman there is a queen, and so fun. Like I think that all those borders really work with that sentiment. But even like if you were taking something, you're creating a birthday card, backing them up, right? A railroad. That's basically called a railroad pattern. You would put them back to back on the face of the card. Easily done. Now that same interpretation, the same way of those borders, right? They can go across the length of a scrapbook page. They can adorn the base. You can do mitered corners where you connect like a picture frame. And so there's so many ways that the 12-inch border can become something that is a unique decorative element for your paper project. So once again, we're taking the dies and matte foil. This time we're cutting the shadow layer that comes, that's a die that comes with this set. And so this is how you want to plan your papers. You want to figure out how to back each border with a color. Okay, so we're using one of the paper colors. And so there, and then we'll just take this away. This is that second geometric border. This one looks like a piece of jewelry. So here you want to just put it with that perfectly. I didn't have to measure. Everything aligns perfectly, and now that is 12 inches by 1 inch end to end. So if we're using that to decorate, here we go. We'll have a little paper, and then here we go. Gorgeous. Right down the middle of a scrapbook page. Okay, so there's that border on top of that shadow layer, and then we've mixed in the rows, right? And then if you're taking, you're taking a minute to create something really special for, let's say, you have, I don't know, maybe Father's Day needs some scrapbook pages, right? Or right? Or even just this past Mother's Day weekend, right? It's not too late to send mom a special gift like this. So I'm thinking that this is perfect, right? A little journaling and then it's done, all right? So the best day ever, last summer. And then the border die, this is where we hung everything in the composition off the border. That central axis is really easy. As if you're new to paper crafting, you're like, okay, where do I start? We do a lot of conversation in our classes where we are teaching you about good composition tips, right? And so here, even offsetting the border, so this is the same border, we just offset it so that the scallops are underneath themselves. It looks like a little like fish scales.
Wow.
Same thing here, right? So we're just creating with paper new designs over and over again using those beautiful dies. So if you are starting out and maybe you're thinking, oh, and I do some scrapbooking, the 12-inch border is going to give you, it's going to take up a lot of that page. So like you see, we've got small photos down the center. There's really such it's a horizon line in the composition. So again, if you wanted to make napkin rings with them, maybe for a picnic or that barbecue like when we started, or you want to outline something, the 12-inch border die is going to do that effortlessly.
It's incredibly versatile too. And you hear 12-inch border die, like it is for that 12-inch scrapbook page, but also for that 7-inch card, whether it's all the way around or it's offset or it's background or you're layering it. These are incredibly versatile. You're going to see on your screen right here, we are dropping under 200 right now. Under 200. We're only going to do another 2 minutes on this because we've got a lot of people on the phones right now. So what you see is how many we have left. That's not accounting for all the people that we have on the phones right now. So I'd be jumping in right now at $34.95. Very versatile, beautiful embossing, engraving, and cutting as well that you're going to be able to get with this 6-piece set. $34.95, whether it is scrapbooking, whether it is card making or invitation. It immediately, as you saw Anna put that together, it immediately elevates the look of whatever you're putting together, whatever scrapbook or invitation, it gives you that. And I got to say, Anna, I am really impressed by how versatile these are and that what you've just showed us, multiple different types of projects.
Right, right. And so, you know, it's a one button, you know, one trip through a die cutting machine, and you don't have to have our Impress die cutting machine for these to work. They'll work on any die cutting machine that you have, and really combining the designs like something organic, something geometric, really easy. So we've got 7 inches of those beautiful designs. We want to create a little happy birthday. This is a really simple, easy to create card. And the focal point is that beautiful border. Now you can get a little more fancy should you want to, and you create a shaped card with the borders, and we teach you that in our finishing school curriculum. You can really go through like scraps in your craft room. There's that 5-inch across the bottom. So that 12-inch, if you're looking at your card maker and you're going, I don't want scrapbooking borders, really look at what happens when you're a card maker, because you can actually create both of those with one cut.
Beautiful. 908-706 is your item number. That's going to sell out. I think we only have a couple dozen remaining. Those are going very quickly. If you use the QR code, use your item number, you may be able to jump in and go ahead and grab yours. But as you can imagine, phone lines are very busy. Welcome in, everybody. Are you feeling inspired? Are you feeling creative? We're spending the whole hour with Anna Griffin, coming up on a couple more items here in this hour. If you are just starting out, and I love to welcome in everybody. If you're an expert crafter, if you're a beginner crafter, or maybe you just kind of stumbled along the channel today and you're looking for a new hobby and you're feeling inspired and creative, maybe this is where you start. This is the Simply Paradise card making kit. So this is what we call an all-inclusive kit. You are getting everything you need to make 12 cards. So you're getting the 12 cards, the 12 envelopes, the 12 card layers, 24 3D embellishments, 24 flat embellishments, 300 foam dots, 12 pre-tied satin bows, your storage box, and your idea sheet. This is all inclusive. Everything matches back beautifully. It's designed for you to have everything you need right out of the box and not have to go make anything else. And that tropical sense, those beautiful colors, the blush and that mint and the chartreuse and a little bit of that gold, that kind of Anna Griffin signature look at $39.95. And I know on days like this, we get a lot of people who are joining in and maybe who've never used one of your sets before, or maybe paper crafting is brand new to them. Being an all-inclusive set like this is something really special for them, a great place for them to start as well.
It is. We call this Simply. This is our Simply series because it's a project kit. This is the thing that can go in the middle of the kitchen table and everyone can craft along without any skill. And that to me is super fun. So it's over 100 pieces. Every single thing that you need is in this box because it's stickers and then it has adhesive. We even have instruction. So you need nothing. There's no machines, there's no dies, there's no scissors. Really, you're just creating compositions, but then you're saying things that are so much fun. And I'm gonna get to those in a second. But this makes me want to go on vacation like stat. So if you're looking at, sunny greetings, right? Sunny greetings, right? You've got palm trees and seashells and that incredible color palette, sending you love and light, right? So you make each day brighter. So the sentiments inside the set are designed to thanks for being my friend. This is about the people that we want to make something for, and we're thinking about it's time for summer, right? It's time for a switching gears of color and design, and we've got turquoise, and we've got dark green, we've got hot pink, we've got coral, and the cards are already shaped. So that means that they're already foil stamped, so you really are, you've got a giant head start. So great things are coming your way. And I love saying things that are positive to people and really putting it together in a way that you can't mess it up. So may every day be more wonderful than the last. Handmade by yours truly. Okay, how this works is that you put these card layers on top of the cards. So you get a dimensional card by adding the foam adhesive that comes in the kit to the face of the card. And you have so many options because these are double-sided. So you're going to get a lot of different looks. And of course, we have the envelopes included and pre-tied ribbons, and then the palm trees and the sentiments, and today is your day. And then all the tropical flowers that you would ever want to use. Now, what we've done, Ty, is that we put this together so that you can use no less than 4 embellishments on the face of the card. So we start here, and maybe we don't love that dark green. Well, we'll just replace it with one of the card layers, and that's all we're doing, right? We're taking the elements in the kit, and then we're creating a composition. I've got some really great hibiscus flowers. And then this says, warm wishes. Yeah, it says very warm. All right. And I can just imagine, like, right, this is a little bit of a reprieve right now here in Atlanta, right, where it's not terribly hot yet, but we know it's coming, right? We know this warm weather is coming. And so I'm thinking that as I start to want to be like at the beach or somewhere tropical, I really want to take this with me. I want to take this on vacation. I want to take it on the cruise, right? I want to be able to say to people, make each day brighter, right? You do that. And it's find time to feel the love. Now, there you go. This is worth spending, right? We have in our year of self-reflection in our design theme, one of these things, like take time to feel the love. Today is your day, right? These are those reminders that we do, we send as crafters. It's not just happy birthday. It's all the other things that we want to say. Positive vibes. Right? You can't get that. I mean, I can hear the steel drum music playing with this. Great things are coming your way with the little umbrella drink, right? May every day be more wonderful than the last. And so you're making 12 beautiful cards with this. You have every single thing that you need to send a little ray of sunshine to somebody that needs to hear it or feel it. So there you go. You make each day brighter. Let's just keep going. Can I keep making some?
Yeah, let's keep going. $39.95. I want to remind everybody, in your shopping cart, you will only pay $7.50 shipping. So just keep clicking, keep putting all of your crafting items in there. Once you reach $7.50, that is it. That's the most you will spend in shipping and handling. We only have about 4 minutes remaining here. We're getting very busy here. I think everyone can relate to the sunshine and the palm trees. And then I do love the addition of the satin bows as well. What a great touch to these cards.
Right. And so many of us are, if we've just finished winter, it might still be cold where you are, but this it transports us to a much happier place. And to even say, okay, great things are coming your way. Make every day more wonderful than the last. And let's just say, for some reason you don't want to send positive vibes and you need to send a different message, by all means, cover this up, right? Cover it up with some other layer. And then if you're allergic to palm trees, this one, just look at that. You might be, but here we go. This is a way to avoid that allergy. Today is your day. Every single one of these is more fun. It's like it's a tutti frutti little color palette, right? It's got this warm wishes and rays of sunshine, and it's simply the easiest thing to put together. This is something you want to do with your friends, the thing that you want to do with your mom. It's the thing that you can do on a Tuesday night and complete all 12 cards, put them back in the box, send them out as you need to. Have them at the ready.
Yeah, it's great. Again, if you are an expert crafter, maybe this is how you get mom or grandma or your daughter or your granddaughter in with you to sit at the table, because it is everything you need is right there and included. This is a great place to start. Maybe you're doing invitations and you need 12 invitations. You want them each to be unique and different. Maybe it's that vacation or it's that cruise. This set makes it so easy, but also still has that elegant Anna Griffin style and touch. Even though it has these tropical designs, you can still see that it is that elegant, kind of timeless, almost vintage Anna Griffin look at $39.95 here. This is getting very popular on the phones right now. If you want to jump ahead, I would use the QR code that you see right down there, or I would use the item number that you see, 908-717, either at hsn.com or on the HSN app as well. The colors in here are beautiful with the combination of some of that gold foil, that kind of gold tone that you're getting, but everything you need included right here. Grab this and take it with you wherever you're going. Make your 12 cards. It's enough to make 12 full cards at $39.95. About a minute remaining here, Anna, and I know we've got people jumping in who they're expert crafters, but they still want that all-inclusive set. They want something that they can take with you that, yeah, like you said, you don't need the machine. You don't need anything else. No cutting, nothing else, just being creative and putting these cards together. And again, the perfect time going into summer to maybe send something like this tropical paradise and in this kind of simply, which means it is very simple to use here. One more minute remaining here, Anna.
Well, I've made 3 cards while you were talking,
wow.
which is that is the testament to how easy all of this is and how much fun it is, right? Because you can't get it wrong, because all the colors go together, all of the designs and the pieces go together effortlessly. And so it's really just about having fun with something. You're not having to get it right. And I think that's the biggest stop in life, right? I know I get stopped when I think I can't do it. We've made it so easy for you to be a card crafter.
You know, I love that. And that's kind of what this day is all about. But Anna is bringing us, remember, be creative, jump right in, come on in, whether you are an expert crafter, you're beginning, this is your first time, you don't have to be right, you don't have to get anything right, just be creative, be inspired. There's your item number at 908-717. We've got one more item to show you here as well. Again, I hope you are feeling creative, I hope you are feeling inspired as well. Remember, in your shopping bag at hsn.com, once you reach $7.50 shipping, that is the most you will pay in shipping for all of your crafting items. Our last item right here from Anna Griffin is your 3D Seaside Treasure Sticker 80 pack. This is that kind of coastal charm, that seaside escape, but still with that classic, timeless, vintage look. Take a look at all the different seashells that you are getting here for $29.95. I mean, this just says, this reminds me of that memory I had with my parents going to that beach house every year, that we would go to that beach house and we would look for seashells and creating those memories. These are the type of cards you're going to be able to make now. $29.95 here. This is brand new. Anna, there's just something nostalgic about the look of these seashells that immediately brings me back to those memories of being a kid with my family on the beach.
Oh, me too. And what you were just looking at, there are 4 of each one of those shells. In the set. So there's 20 different shells, 4 each. And so I grew up just like you, right? Looking for shells and shark's teeth on the beach of Garden City, South Carolina. And let me just tell you, my mother, she collected seashells her whole life, and that was from the beaches of Florida. And I proudly have her entire collection of seashells in my own beach house, right? And what's so incredible about that is that that when I look at them, I think about her, and I think about what she taught me about each one of these Seaside treasures, every single one. So we have gold foil engraving ones, and then we have all of these gorgeous hand-colored engravings. So these are painted, and so that's why they have such depth and texture and richness to them. And so when you're pulling, you want to pull away the adhesive backing. So it's a 2-layer piece of cardstock, right? So 2 pieces of cardstock sticker, completely hand finished. And so the quality of the printing in this, like this is a second to none type thing. So here we go. Plain card, not so plain, it's pretty. All right, we have a little cascade of seashells, which is, you know, if you found all of these on that beach, Ty, you would be thinking, wow, I have really won the seashell lottery. But here we go. Life's greatest blessings are often unexpected. And that was actually how I felt the day that I put that collection of my mom's in my house, and I have the most beautiful picture of it, and it's like the cover of a magazine. And so what's so neat about this is that you can add these special, wonderful seashells to card making. Maybe you have our tropical paradise dies. Maybe you are, you know, creating something, and you're our Griffinites that live in Virginia Beach, right? You've asked for this. The Florida Griffinites have asked for these over and over and over again. And so here they are. And look how beautiful when they're combined with the old world things that we make, right? This looks like a cabinet of curiosities, which is what this would have been in the 1800s. Look at that. They are so stunning with the flowers and the colors, and really we're elevating the crafting one card at a time.
Yeah,
and we're doing that in a way that is just it's so thoughtful and kind.
Yeah, it's what I love about this set too is we were talking about earlier how it doesn't have to be right. You don't have to get everything right. When you collect seashells and you have them in the bucket, you have them in your hand, they're all kind of overlapping each other and you're holding them all together. That's what you can create on the front of that card or that invitation. You can overlap them, lay one on top of the other, create that dimension, and it looks like that kind of bottom of the bucket or your hands when you were on the beach and you were holding them together. This is when you can really get creative and have fun. And there's no wrong way to do this because it just reminds you of all those shells being one on top of the other. And that's what you're getting in this beautiful classic design. Remember, you're getting 4 of each in 20 designs. That's where you're getting the 80 at $29.95. And it is fun to watch you, Anna, just place these about and watch them kind of come together. And you're bringing that depth as well. But again, there's no wrong way to do it. Having them all kind of on top of each other just really reminds you of being out there on the beach. I can smell that. I can smell the salt in the air when I make these.
I can too. You know, one of my favorite memories was like in August of every summer, we would collect the sand dollars that would wash up on the beach.
Yes.
And that, you talk about a smell that I can still smell, is the sand dollar. And then we would leave them out in the sun so that they could bleach, right? And so they could be white like we know them to be. But having, like, if I ever found a starfish, like it was whoa.
Yes, it was amazing.
And it was like it was like the Seaside 4-leaf clover.
Right.
Like it was real. It was very exciting. So adding these, I love this color combination. I love everything about what happened on this card because it is a combination of the very best things, right? So it's color, it's composition, it's incredible artwork. And that's what, you know, it makes me really proud to stand here and say, like, what we work with, right, is this incredible, priceless archive of things from the 1800s and early 1900s, and we make it new, right? What we do is that we take the old, we redesign, we reinterpret, we create our own original artwork, and then we innovate with those things. So we make it easy for you to use something that is heirloom quality, museum quality art in card making, so that it's no longer so precious, right? You wouldn't see these things out in the world if it weren't for the way that we're giving them to you as stickers and in kits and in a way that really, really honors the past and brings it forward, makes it modern at the same time. No one's doing this, just us. And I really am proud of that. So when you're looking at 80 stickers, there were 20 different designs. They're all 2 layers, even the foil. Okay, so the standard seashell is 2 layers of cardstock. You peel off the sticker backing. They come in this little folio that is designed to sit on your shelf like a book. And there's the title, the book title. So I'm thinking that I'm just headed to the beach, like any second, with my seashell cards. What, aren't you?
Yes, it just reminds me of in a lot of our homes, mom and grandma, whether it's a beach house, your house, you still have a bowl of these shells that you found maybe as a kid, that maybe every summer you brought back and you kept them in a bowl and you used that, you left that out on the counter to remind you of those times. This is what you're getting to create now. This is what you're getting to put together to give as a gift, or maybe to have in the home as well. At 908-713, that is your item number. You can use the QR code down here. This is brand new, $29.95 here. This is your set that you're seeing right here. This is your set of all the shells. Remember, you are getting 4 of each in 20 different designs. That is 80 3D. They're double layered there for you. $29.95, about 30 seconds remaining. That's all we've got time left for. But we've seen Anna put these together, and I love how you can just place them on top of each other at different angles in different places, and it reminds you of that bottom of the bucket where you collected all your seashells.
Yeah, and there's no sand, Ty. There's no sand in the bottom of that bucket, right? Right, you don't have to wash them off. They don't stink, right? And they are so, so beautiful. And no matter what you combine them with in our line or anyone else's, right, you're going to have this beautiful seaside treasure to send this summer.
Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, you're the first to pick this up today. These are brand new here. And again, they still have that signature, elegant, vintage Anna Griffin style that you're getting as well. 908-713. You can use the QR code. Real quickly, I want to remind you, we have a $7.50 ship your cart deal today for all of our crafting items. So if you're adding crafting items to your shopping cart and you reach $7.50 in your shipping, that is it. You can ignore the shipping and handling on everything else from then on. So make sure you're clicking, make sure you are getting them in your cart. I hope you feel inspired. I hope you're feeling creative. And we are so grateful. Anna, thank you so much to be here with us for the entire hour. It's lovely spending an hour with you.
I'm back at 5 o'clock, so it's not over just yet.
Yeah, it's not. Come back at 5 o'clock, everybody. Continue shopping with us here. But right now,